Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. Today I'm going to show you how to build a 4-foot by 4-foot raised bed, actually 2 of them. I'm in Nashville building this garden for my son. Just went to Home Depot, got everything I needed packed into his Honda Civic. These are 10-foot boards, get them cut in half. I'm sorry, they're 8-foot boards, 10-inch sides, get them cut in half so they're in 4-foot sections. That's what we're going to build the raised beds out of. Cardboard to drop down. This is going to be a no-dig garden. 20 bags of basic garden soil to fill it up, and then plenty of transplants and seeds to drop in. I'm going to show you the whole process. Built him 2 gardens. This is something you can do for your first garden. So this is the basic setup. Sun rises in the east, tracks all the way around this way. So this is the space that gets the most sun. Have the transplants, just a tip. Peppers, you can plant 2 pepper plants into one space. So when you're looking for peppers, sometimes they end up having 2 pepper plants in one pot. Go ahead and buy those because you can get the double the production in the same amount of space. Any organic fertilizer, that with NP and K, that's around a 3-5-4. NP and K, a 5-5-5 is perfect. The boards are going to just be framed here. Cardboard on the bottom, that will kill off the grass. Nice thick layer. These are moving boxes from Home Depot. Got everything there. These are 8-foot boards with 10-inch sides. I recommend building this setup with 8-inch sides, 10-inch sides, or higher if you want, but that would be the minimum. And then we're just dropping in 3 screws like that, framing it together. Let me get that all set up. Talk about filling. We'll get to transplanting and we'll put down some seeds. We're going to put down bunching onions, radishes, and then we're going to put in herb transplants, tomato transplants, and pepper transplants. So I wanted to just show you what it looks like when it's done. 2 hours of work. The beds are set up, perennial herbs along there, annual herbs in the middle, newly seeded cilantro and basil right in the middle there. Mints, lemon balm are in containers to keep them from spreading over and taking over the whole bed. And then over here, we've got the peppers up front, tomatoes in the back. I put some radishes right in the middle there, and bunching onions along there. 2 hours of work, everything purchased from the big box stores. You can have yourself a nice little garden. Get started, experience it, and if you love it, expand. The large boxes are creating a double layer of cardboard. You can do 2 or 3 layers of cardboard. Sets up really nicely. We're not going to dig the bottom. 10-inch sides are plenty for all the transplants to grow into, for our seeds to get started on. And then right in the gap where, you know, the cardboard meets the board, any scrap cardboard you have, just do a V, sort of tuck it into the corner, and that will just keep weeds from growing up. You can put down again another layer of cardboard if you want. Soak the cardboard down, and then we're going to put the dirt on. That will decay, worms will eat it, it will break down. You know, it's going to go away. We'll kill off the grass. You're good to go. Plant roots will get down into that. Of the tomato plants, the pepper plants, they'll do perfectly fine. The more shallow planted seeds like the bunching onions and the radishes, we'll use the top 10 inches of soil, so they're not going to worry about what's down there. So this is a real easy way to build 2 4-foot by 4 feet by 4 feet raised beds. Now you are filling it with garden soil. You could go higher with like a potting mix, but you don't have to spend that much money. Garden soil will do perfectly well there. I'm going to throw down a handful of organic fertilizer right onto the cardboard and then drop some dirt onto there. So let me get. So that's just 2 handfuls of the granular fertilizer thrown on there. The nitrogen and the fertilizer will help microbes break the cardboard down. It'll also be waiting for your root systems to reach down there, so it's good stuff. This is 7.5 cubic feet of material. You're going to probably need, I don't know, 12 cubic feet to 14 cubic feet to fill it. But once you get to a little past halfway, you're going to put in a handful of organic fertilizer on the left side, handful on the right side. If you have small hands, throw in a little bit more. And then you're just going to mix it in a couple of inches. That will set your soil up nicely. So we're going to do 2 tomatoes in the back because the sun is going to be behind the camera. So when the tomatoes get the tallest, the shade will cast that way. And then we're going to put the peppers in front here and then some bunching onions right along here. Over on the right side, that's going to be our herb garden. We'll get to that in a second. Now, it does cost a little bit of money to buy stuff in bags, so it's more expensive when you're first setting up your garden this way. You could order garden soil from a landscaping company, that's cheaper, but I just wanted to show you how you can get all the materials, including the plants and the seeds, at one place, get the wood cut, frame it up, even get the cardboard boxes, cover the grass, fill the beds, you're good to go. Let me finish this up and we'll get to planting this bed over here. Here's the basic setup. We're going to put 6 peppers in here. Some of these have 2 pepper plants. Remember, you can double up in the space, and then a bunch of onions right there. With the soil dissolution, you don't even really need tools. So you just dig down. We're going to bury about 1 inch up the stem. I mean, nothing fancy. Drop it in. Doing this one-handed. You can certainly do it with 2 hands. And that sets up your tomato plant. This will all get watered in and soaked in well after the video. So once you have everything planted and seeded, just soak it in. When these get larger, they will get stakes put in them. Pepper plant, same way, leaving some space here for seeds. Peppers you don't need to plant too far up the stem. Just something like that, almost even. And then just press it in, and the pepper plant is set up. And if you want to do another one real quick, you know, that's going to be a little bit too high above the soil. There we go. And then we have our pepper plants in. All right, I'll finish these up. We'll get to the seed. 6 peppers in the front. They're smaller, so the sun will be behind me. The taller tomatoes in the back. The bunching onions are going to go right here. I just put the whole pack in my hand, and you are just sprinkling them so that they're falling, I don't know, maybe 1/2 inch apart. You can't really overdo it. They're bunching onions. They're meant to be like that. You can pick them at any time. So I still have a lot of seeds left, but that'll set this area up. And then what I'll do is just come in and mix them in about 1/2 inch deep, and then these would get watered in too. Everything gets watered in at the end. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll show you how to take care of your plants as they're growing. But there's plenty of fertilizer in here. You're going to want to pick up a water-soluble organic fertilizer, maybe like fish emulsion, and then every 10 to 21 days you want to feed your plants with a water-soluble fertilizer. It varies a little bit. Again, subscribe and I'll explain that in more detail. So now we have bunching onions here, mammoth jalapenos, poblanos, more jalapenos, mammoth type, Anaheim chili, early jalapenos, and hot cayenne red pepper over there. He wanted hot peppers, that's what he's going to get. So I think this is beautiful, quick, easy to set up. We could even put some radishes in there. So let me set up the other bed for the herbs, and we'll have more room if you wanted to grow cucumbers, maybe throw in a squash plant, maybe an eggplant or something like that. But 2 4 feet by 4 feet, 4 foot by 4 foot raised beds are plenty of space for your first garden, and to really put in a lot of plants. If you like it, expand later. Start to finish, this takes about 2 hours, so you can have a nice garden set up pretty quickly just by buying what you need at Home Depot or Lowe's or the big box stores. This is going to be the herb garden. Right along here we have oregano, chives, thyme, rosemary. These are perennial herbs. That means they'll come back year after year. These are annual herbs. We have Thai basil, parsley, regular basil, and that is dill, I believe. They will die off if a frost comes and the ground freezes, so they're considered annual, so they have to be replanted year after year. They will go right in there, and then in here, because most people love basil, it's fine to drop a transplant in, but eventually that's going to run out. It's going to try and flower, flavor's going to change. So when you drop that down, also put in some basil seeds. About 1/2 inch deep, I just put in quick finger holes, and then 3 or 4 basil seeds into each hole. They're really small, I don't know if you can see them, but they're little black specks. Just drop them in, cover them over. We'll water everything in. This is cilantro. A lot of people love that. It's one of my favorite spices. It can actually take a frost. It likes cold weather, does well in warm weather. And you can see 2 or 3 seeds dropped into each hole. Again, they're about 1/2 inch deep. You don't have to overstress about how deep the holes are for these seeds. Water it in, we'll have basil and cilantro. This is a nice little herb plot. Over here, this is sweet mint, lemon balm, and spearmint in the back. These plants can be very evasive with the root systems, so you want to plant them in pots. I'm going to sink these down about halfway and then just drop them in there. That will keep the roots bound and they won't spread across the rest of your garden. Here's an example, just like we did on the other side. This is the thyme. We're just putting a hole right into our garden bed, dropping it down. For the herbs, you want to be even with where they were planted into the cup. So the soil will just come right to about there. Press them in. You don't have to be gentle. And then we'll water everything in. So let me set this up, we'll water it in, and we'll conclude. But you can have a garden set up this quickly by just getting what you need at the big box stores. We had some extra space. The tomatoes here and the peppers are going to take a while to grow, a good 60 days to start really getting to size. So right in this space, radishes take 25 to 35 days to mature. Finger holes about ½ an inch deep, 2 radishes per hole, cover them over. These radishes will be gone by the time these plants get big enough to shade them out. When the radishes are about that tall, thin them to 1 radish seed per hole. All right, now we'll water everything in. I love the look of the clay pots. Sink them in about 2/3 the way. That helps manage water issues. The clay pots will keep them contained. You can use plastic pots if you want, but I think this is just a beautiful way to set off the mints, the lemon balms in pots, keep them from taking over the rest of the garden. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you give this a try. This is a great way to start your first vegetable garden, and if you like it, you can expand. You want to soak the soil in really deeply. You want the water to get all the way down to the cardboard and just soak everything that you put down. You're probably going to want to water every couple of days. When it's the spring, you don't have to water quite as much, but you don't want them to go without. Just soak everything in. They'll appreciate it. And there's already fertilizer in here that we put in. A lot of this bag mix comes with fertilizer. So realistically, these aren't going to need much of anything for a good 2 or 3 months. But I do recommend using fish emulsion as a water-soluble fertilizer. If you want to subscribe to my video, I'll show you how to take care of a garden like this back home in Maryland. I'm in Nashville, by the way, if you didn't recall, making this for my son. And I will just take you through all the steps of gardening from beginning to end and everything in between. Thanks so much for watching, and please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, and make sure you don't just soak the surface of the soil. You want a nice deep soaking. You want that water to get all the way down.